It's me Uzi, and in today's video I'll be going over every single pull mod check and every single check just so you can probably find as many cheaters and catch them like I did. Now let's get
Stop
straight to the video.
disrespecting Uzi
Peeps,
nigga.
very common, which doesn't really work anymore, which is you having them obviously hold all their triggers, right? Hold all their triggers like this, and then make them run from here by blender all the way up this hill right here by Apollo, and then come down. If they fail, they will probably most likely stick right around here and then keep sticking. But also another way to check if they fail is if they go over here, if they go down there, or if they get stuck right here, which is probably how I failed most of my pull mod checks doing that one. Alright, this is pull mod check number 2. This is Sensei's and Ray Rom's pull mod check. So I'll have everybody's check, I'll have their channel in the description of this video. Want them standing here in this corner by Apollo, and you will want them to hold all their triggers and then have them run as fast and hard as they can down here off this hill. Now to check if they failed is if they get a massive ass speed boost if they hit here and keep going down. If they have a massive speed boost, then they are cheating. If they dodge this check it if they would go up here, that's a dodge, or if they go down here, that's also a dodge. Another pull mod check, which is a force fail, so anybody can fail this check regardless of the headset you are playing on. Right now I am playing on a Pico 4, so this is definitely a force fail check. This is Pepsi-D's check. So you want to have them stand right here by tall wall, right by double wall, or whatever, and you want to have them hold all their buttons and run as fast as they can down here and then turn up. Okay. There's no really dodging this check unless they for some reason keep going forward or they stop midway and go over here. But this is a force fail because you cannot stop mid run and just turn super fast. Nobody can turn super fast and then go up. What more than likely will happen is if they will go over here, basically. So this check doesn't really work. So that I know of is another check by Rayron. Right, so come down here, hold all your triggers, run around this and go up. This is how you know if they passed or fail. If they get stuck into a tree like this, if they come around here then get sucked into the tree, that's a fail. The fail is if they go all the way up here then down, or if they come around here and then go this way or go that way. Alright, now for the Velmax checks and the speed boost checks. This check right here does not check for pull mods, so if you have a suspicion of anybody using pull mod, do not do this check, because they will more than likely fail this check because it's not a pull mod check. Obviously it's not a pull mod check. It doesn't check for pull mod. So if you see Pepsi-D's video of him doing this for pull mod, it's not fucking pull mod. Okay, that's false. What this actually checks for is Velmax. Alright, so to do this check, you can either have them hold all their triggers or not, because using Velmax you don't need any triggers or anything. It's built-in speed boost to your PC. To be triggers or not, I'm gonna do mine without triggers. Have their hands up here and go either slow, or if you want them to go fast, have them go fast. The way you check if they fail this check is if they slide. Now if they slide only a little bit, then it's not bad. It's not technically failed. But if they slide like from here all the way to fucking leaderboard, then yeah, it's a pretty big fail. But that's how you check for valve max, and let's move on to speed boost. Alright, and this is how you check for speed boost. Have them hold all the triggers or not, it doesn't matter, because once again, speed boost and valve max is just built into your computer, right? So you want to have them run as fast as they can from double walls to slide, and then back from slide to double walls. Now to check if they failed this check is if they have a massive slide. So as soon as you have them run to the slide, you want to have them pick their hands up mid-run. And if they slide super far, that speed boosts their balance. Now let's move on to roll scale checks. Okay, this is how you check for roll scale. There's 3 ways, I would say. There's 3 ways, and one is a very new way that very few people know about, which is only a way to check on Steam. So if they play on like Pico Connect, then obviously you will have to have them deep. You will have to deep check them to check for Pico Connect, or if they're playing on anything but Steam. Number 1 is this way, have their hands flat. I'm gonna do it with one controller because my tracking sucks ass. So have their hand like this, go on top of your head. As you can see, my tracking sucks, so it kind of like TPs around. So check number 2, which is having their hand like this and put them on the center of their head. If there's a big ass gap like this, that's cheating, but if it goes to or through their head, that's passing. If you didn't know, if you can, if you're playing on Quest, you can disconnect your controllers, and then you have hand tracking. So this is how you do it: disconnect like that, and then yeah, and their arms like this. If their arms appear shorter, then it's a fail. But if their arms stay the same length like this, then it is not a fail because it's the same length, right? It should kind of disable your roll scale. This is how you check for headsets. People claim to be on certain headsets that they are not, which if you go watch my check for check part 1 video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Or part 2, it doesn't matter. He did it in both. It doesn't matter. But to check for Pico, which I said I am on, or roll scale check or Pico controller check, just turn your head sideways, put it on your head, right? The ring should be touching your head, or that's a pass. That's Pico. So it's a pass because my rings are touching, right? And then this is how to check for HTC Vive or Valve Index. Now, if you didn't know, both headsets uses base stations, so there's a thing called gray screen. See, basically, base station somewhere in your room, and you want to turn your head as fast as you can away from the base stations. And if your hands stay in place or your head starts spinning around or something, then that's to check for index or valve. I think that's all the checks for today, but make sure to like and subscribe, and peace. I'm out.